Hi.
Hello, I'm Londyn,
I'm Kristen.
and we are the dyers behind K&L Fibers.
And this is just our podcast to kind of talk about like what we've been working on, life. Dogs are out again. If you've seen other episodes, so they may pop up as usual.
I try not to make eye contact. Avoid.
What else? So we knit. We sometimes crochet, needlepoint, felting.
Yep, talk about life.
Like what we're doing business-wise. That's usually towards the end of the episode. What we've been reading, what we've been watching. It's Saturday the 28th of August? 23rd of August.
So way too far ahead.
I just want it to cool down. That's
too,
what it
yeah.
is. Like I'm hoping for the end of August because it'll be in September. And once it hits
It'll be
October,
nice and
it'll
cool.
be nice.
It'll be much better, much easier to manage. So, any life updates?
I don't think so. I went up to Washington. I visited some friends and stuff. I went to Flock Fiber Festival.
Fun.
That was fun. It was, everyone I asked, every dyer that I'd asked who'd been there and vended, I asked them, hey, what's your experience at Flock?
Mm-hmm.
Because my only experience at a fiber festival is California. And that's vending it, but it's also like when we're vending and they open the doors, like the big rush of people, and Saturday's super busy and kind of chaotic, and just because there's so many people. So I wanted to know if like Seattle was similar, and if I don't know, I just wanted to be prepared, right? And everyone said it's really mellow, and there are a lot of people, but it's really mellow. Everyone's really sweet and stuff like that. It's a huge space. It's really open, and it really was.
That's good.
It was nice. We even took two of our friends. Said, "What are you doing this weekend? Can we go? Can we buy tickets?" And I said, "Sure, I'll get you tickets. Like, let's go." And they were really entertained with like. First off, they didn't think that there would be that many people there. They're not in the crafty world, so they
don't.
Yeah, they were just like. Tickets aren't sold out, right? And I was just like, well, they do sell out, but not for this right now. There's still tickets.
Yeah.
And then like they got a kick out of some of like the, I don't know, like sarcastic phrases.
Oh yeah, that's because most everybody in the crafting community is very snarky.
Yep. And then like that sock weight yarn is generally called fingering, and like they saw a bag that said like I love a good fingering, and Jessica had asked me, like, wait, what? And I'm like, yeah, it's called fingering weight yarn. So we like
sure I have that bag, actually. Or I have a bag very similar.
I have, like, flock you.
Yes.
Which sounds like fuck you. Anyways.
I don't think that needed to be explained.
I know, but, like, so... I find it entertaining, but they were just like completely, I didn't think that it would be their thing, and they found like entertainment out of all of it and were like amazed. Jessica walked up to like display samples and she's like, can I buy these? And there's like, ooh, that might be really expensive.
I don't think you understand.
But yeah, it was fun. It was beautiful. It was a nice break from the heat.
Because it was hot. It was so hot.
It was very hot that weekend. I had a couple friends who got mad at me because I sent them screenshots of like the weather, and they were just like, I don't like you right now.
Yep.
But do you have anything?
No, just I'm still getting my house in order.
Right.
And that's a forever project, I guess. It's going to be a forever project at this point.
Yep. Welcome to homeownership.
Yay. It's great. I got my emergency shutoff valve for my water fixed because that was leaking. So got that fixed. Got the thing that I have to say I'm most excited about is I got the water line to my fridge fixed. So now I have ice and water from my fridge, which is freaking lovely because I had just an ice maker on my counter because I need ice. So I had ice, just not the best option. So yes, very, very excited that has happened. Just been working, doing yarn stuff, trying to stay up on my projects, which has not been happening.
Well, and also like when it's so hot outside, it's really
hard.
hard to want, even with like lighter weight yarns, it's really hard to want to sit there and like mess with yarn.
Yeah.
Can you please go? Come on.
Migraines for the past couple weeks, so it's been like super fun.
No,
and like,
stop.
do I sit and do this? Do I not? Do I focus on it? Because I did, as I'm one of my work in progress, I was working on it, and I was like, my head hurts, so this is fun. But I undid it and restarted it like 6 times because I was like, this doesn't look right. I don't know if it is right or if it's wrong, but it wasn't looking right. So I redid it like 6 times, and then I was like, okay, I need to be done for the night because I'm going to throw something, and that's just not going to be great for anybody. So, but yeah, other than that, it's just been same old, same old.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you working on?
So I was hoping to be done by now, but
It's hot.
It's hot. And that's really not the problem. The problem is that right now I'm on the ribbing of my top. Yeah, she does that.
You felt so special.
My dog thinks she's a cat. She's currently like mostly resting on the top of the couch, staring out the window. But she's doing like a, I don't know, like a pinup pose.
Oh yeah, very nice, very elegant.
So I got to the ribbing on my top, my Tori Skyline tank. Skyline T. And I originally wanted it to be done for Flock Fiber Festival because there was a meetup for it to take a photo on Saturday at 3 p.m. that I did not go to because I wasn't done. But right now I have this on interchangeable needles, and it keeps, the way I knit my ribbing, it keeps undoing one of my needles. So I have to stop like every like
so frustrating
30 or so stitches. Like, and retighten it, and even if I use like the little T-pins it came with and tighten it, it still does it. It's just how I hold my needles and how I move them when I'm doing ribbing.
Yeah. So you switch to non-interchangeable needles?
Yeah, so I'm going to Birdhouse tomorrow.
Okay.
And I am going to, if they have them, I'm going to buy a set of fixed circular needles for the size. But I have my collar done,
which is lovely.
So I know, and I haven't tried it on, but it's very stretchy, so it's gonna be perfect. I have my collar done. My shoulders are obviously done. So once I get the ribbing done, I will do my short sleeves, and I will be so excited.
It's very, very cute.
Right. So, it is going to be a little bit more cropped. It's gonna be, I feel like it's going to hit, because it hits right above my natural waistline. So once I block it, it'll go down a little bit, which is fine. I'm very excited about it because if I wear this to work, I'm going to be wearing high-waisted pants. So that'll be great. And then I'm fine if I'm wearing leggings or whatever and it's like a little bit showing. Most of my stuff is high-waisted anyways.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm very excited. I love the color. I love the pattern. I would 100% knit this again. So it is in Hue Loco. Oh my gosh, it was one of her like collections. So it's the Terracotta collection. Colorway is Agave, and it's in Phyllis sock. I'm using the needles that are in the pattern size. I was able to get gauge with that, and that was perfect. I'm not helical knitting. I did not do that at all, and I think
I don't think
they dyed pretty consistently. Like there's not a huge change in color between skeins. I'm on my second skein. It's almost gone, so this will probably get me through the ribbing, and then I'll get into the third one for the sleeves. So I will have leftovers because I have 4 balls of this to begin with.
Nice.
Yeah, but oh, actually, I have the label, so I can show you guys in case you guys want to know about like the yarn quantity or whatever for it. I don't know if that's, there we go. I was like, it's not
backwards though.
Oh, it is backwards
because it's a camera.
So Phyllis sockets are 75/25 superwash merino and nylon base. It's 4-ply and it's 460 yards per 100 grams. I have a lot of Hue Loco in my collection.
You do.
And I tend to always buy her Phyllis sock. First off, I like how it knits up. I don't have any problems with it splitting or anything like that. And then it's the most yardage for the skein.
Okay.
It's just slightly different, but I tend to go with like whatever has the highest yardage.
Okay, fair enough.
So yeah, hopefully, I'm assuming by the next time we podcast in 4 weeks, this will be completely done and blocked, and I might be wearing it depending on the weather.
Right.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
Should be cooled down a little bit by then.
Right? Hopefully.
Just a little bit, not a lot, but
I just want 90s. Like, I'm fine with the 90s as a high.
That wouldn't be too bad.
I would love 80s or 70s or 60s, but 90s is bearable for me.
I can still do some things, get some things done.
Yeah, like I'm not getting in my car and like it's saying it's 125 degrees in my car.
Yeah, that's no bueno.
Right? Okay, so you talked about this last time. You restarted.
I did. So I think last time I was just onto the like ribbing, like barely restarting.
Right.
Makes me so sad.
I
But
know.
it's
but
fine.
it'll fit this time.
It fits this time. I did try it on already, so it does fit. So that part's good, or at least the ribbing did. I tried it on right after I finished the ribbing because that's where I had the issue the first time.
Right.
It does fit, so that part's good. I did start, like I cast on a much larger needle.
Okay.
To give it some more stretch, so it's very stretchy. Not that anybody can see this besides you.
Right.
But so it is super stretchy. I know it keeps going to my face, but whatever. So it's like super stretchy, which will be good. Especially at the bottom because that's where it was a little too tight last time.
Right.
I am still. Oh, that would have been. I dropped one. Oh no.
Oh my god.
Pause, please. Sorry, guys.
Put it back on.
I'm working on it. I'm sorry. Okay.
It's okay.
There we go. Okay, back to.
So it's the Summer Secret Crop by Jessie Maed Martinson of Jessie Maed Designs.
Yes, and I'm using Dream in Color Bollywood. Last time I did helical knit, but I did reread the labels that I got with these, and it did like hyphenate that it's like it pools. Yeah. So this time I'm not, because what's the point if it's gonna pool anyway?
Right.
So we'll see how it goes. I still love the colors.
Right.
I still do. They're my go-to colors, really. So I'm on to up to the first repeat.
Because you're doing increases.
Yeah, so it does like a set of like 7.
Okay.
So I did the first one down here, a first set, and now I'm on to the next one.
You'll have to let me know how it ends up. I have yet to do a
7.
bottom up anything.
I have decided I like top down. I've only done one other. Not that I have a huge frame of reference, but
well, you did sweater that was top down.
I did a sweater that was top down, and this is bottom up. It's the first thing I'm doing. This bottom up.
Right.
So it's not, the bottom of it isn't bad. I just don't like that it's like the way it fits. I won't know for sure until I finish it.
Right, you can't try it on.
But I can't really try it on easily. I did try this on after I finished the ribbing. Okay. And after, like, I think I used the largest size needle that I have for the cast on. Okay. Just because I was like, I need it to be super stretchy. So that way it does fit right. And it is. And like even this, when I did this, I switched to the smaller needles. Okay. And went, did the ribbing with the smaller needles, but it is super stretchy. And everything. So I'll see, like, the rest of this pattern works up really quickly, but I'm also slightly frustrated that I have to redo it.
So it's kind of like
it's in the back burner for now.
Yeah, least happy one right now.
It's the one that I'm not super happy with. So I did cast on a new project. I've only ever had one project going at a time, so now I have 2 going.
Welcome to the club.
I know. Well, and then I have like bags set up of like other ones that's like a shawl that's ready to go, ready to cast on. Like it's already in a bag. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, then I could cast on those at some point too. But yes, so I have this. It's
nice.
Working it very slowly but surely. I mean, I did get almost all the way done in like a week. When I probably spent like 20-30 hours that week knitting.
But you were also on vacation.
I was.
So you had a lot more free time to sit there
and play with it and do it. So I did probably dedicate like 20 to 30 hours that week just doing knitting. So I'm sure if I focus on it and did maybe like an hour a day, I could get at least, usually it's like an hour to get one of the increases done. Okay. So it's not too bad. And I think there's like 8 of them. I can't remember. Don't quote me on that. I might be lying.
Even if you like, for half of a Saturday.
Oh,
if
yeah.
you chose that and kind of like, that's what I did with like a couple of my shawls. Because remember, I was like halfway done.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, okay, enough's enough. They're sitting on needles. Like, let's just power through it, get it done, do what I need to do.
And the nice part with that one is it's literally knitting in the round for multiple rows, and then you do one increase. Okay. So it's super easy,
right,
to sit there and do. So that one is just one that I do have to pick back up at some point and continue with. But I actually very much enjoyed the next pattern that I'm working on. But you are also working on something else too.
I know, but
wait, we're working on the same thing.
Maybe.
I was assuming with what you wrote. Okay.
I was so excited. I couldn't not. I had to do it. But you'll go first.
Okay.
Because you're further on yours.
Okay. So I'm gonna start with the one that's a little less further done. Okay. So we are doing the Plumeria by Woolen Pine. I am using our linen sock in Green Obsidian, which I do love. It's also lighter.
It's a new base for us, so we dyed up 2 colors that we wanted to work with to see if we want to keep it as a standard base in our shop.
We are testing out the base to see if we like it, and if we like it, then we will be adding more colors.
Do more colors, yeah.
So I'm doing it in our sock base. It does start with an I cord that's supposed to be a 5 I cord. I tried knitting the 5 I cord, and it was special. Yeah. It was very special. So I used your I-cord machine thingy. I don't know what the heck it's called.
It's called the Cordsmith.
Thank you.
Size Inclusive Collective sells them.
Yes. So I used the Cordsmith. I used the 3.
Yep.
And then at the very end, I made one left and made one right.
Yeah. So basically, when she took the I-cord off of the Cordsmith machine and put it on needles, she knit one, made one right, knit one, made one left, knit one. So it would get to the 5 stitches that you need for the pattern.
So you've got the small I-cord right here, and then I did the increases right there, and then I'm working on the pattern. This, as I was working it up, I was like, there is no way that this will ever fit to cover a boob, because it's the front of the top. It's the front and the back are all V's. Or triangles, whatever the heck you want to say. I say triangle weird.
You're talking to me? I say a lot of things weird.
I know. But, so we're joking as we're going through, because I'm like, this is never going to cover anything, ever.
But the pattern does say, so it's a paid for pattern, so we're not going to, like, share a ton of information, but it does say on it, like, do not fear, trust the process. This has been tested, like, it will fit.
It will, which it does.
For the size that you select.
Because I have one fully done. So like, be proud, I have one triangle fully done. And it will slowly cover. It's very questionable still, but it does cover.
I'm just saying that if YouTube offers this moment as like our cover thing, I'm doing it. Like the cover video.
Which it's option. Just this with me with yeah. But especially after it like blocks out and stuff, this will definitely cover.
Right.
Because it was very questionable at the start. Because it didn't look like it would cover anything until I was like here or lower. Like it was like I had to get really far to see it. But I do love the pattern so far. The I-cord was interesting to make. I definitely will probably never make one by hand because that did not go well at all. I just don't think I knit tight enough.
Could be.
To make the I-cord by hand that'll make it small enough that it doesn't look odd.
Right.
Which is, it's fine. But I love the little patterning on the side. You can see it more on the back. But like just the cute little patterning that's on the side.
Oh, yep.
Which is super cute. So I like that, but it's not been bad. I'm using the recommended needles, which is US 5. I did size 11 to see how that will work. I am very excited because it's supposed to be like a very flowy at the bottom.
So the Plumeria is a tank top that has like spaghetti strap sleeves that tie on top. And then it is form-fitting until under the boob. And then it has lacework detail where it like kind of A-lines out. It's very beautiful.
So I'm very excited for that piece because I'm like, then that's going to look great no matter what.
And that's also going to be different because you've never done lacework.
Nope. We're going to try all the things. I just like to go in feet first, just plunging into this whole thing. Because I probably should have maybe not started with like a sweater for my first thing. Well, I did a hat.
Bad, yeah.
I did one hat, and then the next one I did was a sweater. So
I feel like it's only as hard as you make it because Dragon Horde Yarn, Tristan Molina has said before that like she did a couple of little projects and then she did cables like right away, and she's like, people look at her like, oh my god, like that's hard, and she's like, it's hard. So I think it's only as hard as maybe your interest in making it work.
Yes, I think I'm definitely going to steal the idea that you had of putting in an emergency cord.
Yep.
As well, I'm doing the lacework like maybe every 5 rows.
Right.
Just to make sure I don't mess it up because Lord knows it's probably going to happen. So, yes, that is super cute.
Yeah.
What color is that one in?
So, this was in the color we did.
You're doing the same yarn as me?
Yeah.
I thought it was one of your new yarns.
No. So this is mine. It is kind of like this sagey green, but it's a dye that we haven't messed with before, and it broke interestingly in places. So there are spots where it's like kind of like a darker green or like a yellowy green on it. But I think it's really pretty. I really like it so far.
It is very pretty. I do like that color.
So things about this pattern. I should have told you, but I didn't start this until Thursday. So I'm already like, I have 10 more rows, I think, until I'm done with this front part. But maybe 11 more rounds, 11 more repeats.
Which is 2 rows per repeat. So it's not bad.
Yeah.
The repeat's not bad.
Yeah. So the beginning of the pattern is super helpful. There's actually a link on the first page that takes you to basically like a little website that you log into, and it has tutorial videos on how to do like the cast on for this, the I-cord or the provisional cast on, and the 5-stitch I-cord, and then once you like go to start knitting in the round, how to connect everything and stuff like that. So I watched that. I did the provisional cast on, and I did my little I-cord on my own.
Okay. Have fun doing it 4 more times.
It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't. I don't know why mine was so loose though.
Easy or whatever. I think like because you just have to like trust the process.
Okay.
And I think you were just like a little fiddly with it, and you're just like, no, not for me.
Yeah, probably.
But you do have live stitches, which she does too. They just look a little bit different.
Oh yeah, because at the top of mine is where the cast on is, so I didn't block it off like that. I probably should have.
Right. I did not gauge swatch, which is not typical of me. So I basically what I did is once I got to this point, I measured my 4 inches and counted my stitches because it's stockinette. And I am at, I think you're supposed to be at 20 stitches for 4 inches. I'm at 25 stitches for 4 inches. So I have extra stitches. So I actually went down a size in pattern than what I originally decided I was going to do, which I can still do at this point. So I am doing a size smaller in stitch count because it'll end up bigger on me. So
you went from like one size to a small size down to like a
so I was a size 8 and I'm going down to a size 7.
Okay.
Which just means less repeats right now.
Yeah.
So I think that's it. It's fun to kind of like work up. It's interesting. Easy because it's 2 repeat.
Yeah, it's not bad. I love the little ribbing on the inside thing. It's pretty.
Oh, the slip stitches? Yeah.
The whatever it is.
So you don't have to pick up and do like a finishing edge later?
Yeah. It's very cute.
Yeah. That's my other project. I do have other projects going, but I didn't really put any work in on them. I think I put a little bit of work in the hat that I have, but not enough to like even show. I think it was like maybe like half an hour.
That's how far you are into that project, and you used your biggest bag.
Because I'm going to be putting those other skeins in here.
Okay, I was like,
yeah.
that's such a big bag for that tiny little thing.
Whatever.
I do love the bag though. It's cute.
Yeah.
And since you went to Fluff, we know you have Happy Mail.
I do have Happy Mail. Okay, so we'll start with the bag since we already mentioned it. So, that crafty little fox was at Flock, and they have bags of all sizes. But I have wanted a sweater size bag for quite a while now, and I just haven't found any online that I loved. And I saw this one, and when I went back after I did my first round, they still had it. So it is giant. It has a waxed canvas bottom, which is amazing. This little, like, I don't know if it's leather, if it's faux leather, but it's a cute little handle. Drawstring top, and it even has some pockets inside. You're not going to see the pockets, but the patterning's cute. Cute little pink stars. Obviously, we're from the desert, so I found a bag in Washington that has cactuses on it, and I wanted it. So that was one of my purchases. I left all the tags on so that I could show y'all. So it's the Big Boss bag. And here is, oh my gosh, their logo. It's backwards, I'm sorry. But it has a cute little like teal fox on it. It's adorable. It's holding yarn. It's adorbs. Right?
It's very cute.
So they were there. We'll just go through, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let me start with my small little things that are in the bag, right? Because why not? So, I grabbed your arm. No. It's fine. We're all fine. It's okay. So, Fiber and Flame were there. So I got little stitch markers. These are made of glass. And they're pink. Light pink. And then I also got, this is a cable needle in green. They size them based off of DK fingering weight yarn. Their fingering weight one was just like really like short and tiny, and I'd rather just have a bigger one anyways. But it was an impulse buy. I really wanted it. It was cute.
They're very cute. And they're both made out of glass?
They're both made out of glass, which is fun. And then she goes to California Fiber Festival also.
Mm-hmm.
Cerulean Orchid.
She's usually right next door to us at...
Yeah. But maybe not this year.
Maybe not, because, yeah.
So I have stickers from her from last year or the year before that have Yoshi from Mario, and he's like either holding the yarn ball or he's trying to eat the yarn ball, right? So then I saw this one, which is Mario themed also, and I was like, oh, gotta get it.
Gotta collect them all.
Right? It's like Pokemon, but I don't play Pokemon anymore, so. And then she had Flock exclusive stickers. So this is Flock Around and Find Out. The cute little sheep with hearts on it. And then Flock the world, flock it, flock me, flock you, flock off, flock them, flock this, flock everything, flock everyone.
That's cute.
Again, the cute little play on the word, which is adorable. So I got those, and then I got one of the stickers for Londyn too, because it was cute. What else? On the whole, curse words, whatever. What company was this?
It's adorable.
I don't know. On the bottom it says JAMPDX. I forgot the company name. If that's not the company name, I'm really sorry. But this is pottery. They make it. They do everything for it. They bring it. So it is an inappropriate mug. It's adorable. I love it. Only someone who's looking really closely will be able to see. But it's massively oversized, and it's going to be one of my hot cocoa mugs for not Christmas, but like holidays. We have a fire pit outside. We do fire pits. So, and we usually take hot cocoa outside when we're doing that. So it'll be a nice little mug for that.
Yeah.
It was an impulse buy. I saw it and I was like, oh, of course. You need it. Oh, someone's having an active dream behind me. She's like kicking her little feetsies. Okay, 2 more things and then I'm done. So I knew going in that I wanted 3 skeins to make a summer top from Explore Knits and Fibers, and I was specifically looking at their linen sock. Megan, who, oh my gosh, why can I not ever remember like their social media, Instagram or anything like that? I don't think it's Megan. It's Megan something. She lives up in Seattle and she had just done a top out of this colorway and I really wanted it. So this is Beet Juice. It's in their linen sock base, which is 80% non-superwash merino and 20% linen, 437 yards for 100 grams. It is beautiful. It's blowing out a little bit. It's bright, but it's not quite as bright as, I think it's a little bit better back here, as it was picking up in the front. But it's like this perfect, like purpley, pinky, but it leans more pink linen yarn. And it's soft and it's gorgeous. And I'm very excited. So I got that. It's definitely not a Londyn colorway.
Definitely not.
Oh, the band popped off of this one.
Glad it's not just dust.
Right? Just happens.
It does.
So then I went over to Crow and Crescent Yarn Co. And they had, if you went to Flock, or if you're able to like look on social media of like people's photos, their logo in their booth was a light up sign that has it's like dripping down. It's like paint splatter dripping down. It's really cool.
Interesting.
Pretty sure that was their logo. If I am mistaken, I'm really sorry. But there were a ton of booths and a ton of people. Actually, the people I was with lost me at one point because I'm shorter than all of them, and I just like kind of blend into the crowd. And then they joked about how they needed to put like a big hat on me, or I even suggested a balloon tied to my wrist, and you'll be able to find me, and I will be thoroughly entertained
the entire time.
Yeah. So this is from Crow and Crescent. It's their Russell's Teapot colorway, which is showing up a little bit more blue on screen. It is definitely a gray blue.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit softer, and it is her, oh my god, Callisto sock base, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 437 yards. I had this purchased specifically for a pattern. Of course I can't remember the name of the pattern, but it's a top that came out recently, and there's colorwork flowers on it, and people use spin cycle yarn for the colorwork. And I already have the spin cycle purchase, so I wanted something that would go with those colors and still make them pop. Okay. So that's what I got this one for. And then I blew my budget, but not by much, so that's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun.
I got a birthday present.
Yes, you did.
I did. It's very cute. So it is Crown and Crescent Yarn Co. It is their Wicked sock set.
That's not showing as black.
No, it's
so the main skein is black. It's a
like
pretty
very black,
pure black. It's pulling like a little green on screen.
And then maybe it's because it's next to the greens, but then there's like an electric-y green and more of a darker green.
Yeah.
So it's a sock set. It's in their Callisto sock, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 100 grams, 437 yards. And then there's the 2 10-gram skeins, which are 43 yards each.
Okay.
So, I now own 2 sock sets.
You do own 2 sock sets.
I own 2 sock sets now. Now I have to try making socks.
You'll either love them or hate them.
Yeah.
There are people who love making socks, and there's people who are like, not for me.
Yeah. I'm excited to try. I found some patterns that they're all shorties though, because I don't think I want to do like longer socks because I have large calves. So
yeah,
I would rather not. Also, I don't like wearing high top socks.
Yeah, I feel like I would push them down and they'd be scrunchied like 80s style anyway, so. Might as well just make
like
shorties.
leg warmers. Yeah. So I feel like I'm gonna do shorties. I'm gonna try making short ones, see how they go.
Okay.
See how it works. I measured my feet the other day to try and figure that out, so I can figure out sizes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So that was fun. I had to watch a video on how to do it because it was like measure from this specific spot.
Yeah, and then you have to like take off like for the toe box and the heel.
Yep.
Yeah.
So at least I have the measurements down, so it's good.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that is my happy mail. No other mail. Probably nothing until California. I'm thinking if I find anything that sparks joy.
Probably. I did. Okay, so we live in the U.S. Tariffs are going to be going into effect next week sometime, or maybe it's the week after. I don't know. Sometime soon, tariffs are going to happen. Mm-hmm. So I buy a lot of yarn from Canada. There are some yarn dyers who are saying that they're not going to ship anymore, or that they're just putting a pause on it until they understand the process, which I fully get, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if like customs knows the process yet, so like I don't.
Totally understandable.
All up in the air. So in lieu of that, right, Lou?
Yeah.
Yeah. I placed an order with the Crafty Jackalope a couple days ago because she said she's still shipping until the 25th, I think. Yeah. I think her date was the 25th. That she would still send stuff out. So she has the bling bar. So I did that blue peplum top.
Mm-hmm.
No, not peplum, but like the
bell
out. Yeah. Held with some of the bling that she has. And so I got some of her mega bling. And then I got some of her, like, it has bigger sequins. So it's not like fine sparkle like that blue top. It's going to have like bigger pops.
Okay.
So the mega bling has a lot of it, and then I got another one that's like this pale pink that just has like one every once in a while, because I didn't know, and I don't know if I want to. I think it would have to be something really special, or it would have to be like a planned order if I'm gonna pay the tariff fee.
Right.
So like maybe do like a bigger order to make it more worth it. Or if you're ordering also, like we just place one order and we like split the tariff fee or something.
Yeah.
I know it's 35% on top of like whatever you spent on the item. So like it would just, I mean, it wouldn't lower the tariff at all for us, but like,
yeah,
maybe we just plan for those purchases more.
It might save us on shipping.
It might save us a little bit on shipping. I know, I think Grocery Girl said in their live the other day that they're looking at possibly maybe doing reduced shipping rates or something like that to offset.
Okay.
Which would be really nice if they're able to do that.
They're based out of Canada?
Yes, they are.
I had no idea.
They are Canadians.
No idea.
So our, like, Le Garçon, obviously.
I do know that one.
Yep,
yeah.
Canadians. Crafty Jackalope. A lot of places. Yarn Inc. She is in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of places that I get yarn from, which is kind of crazy, but
right.
Yeah. So we're doing that. We kind of hung out last weekend and we watched Wednesday season 1 on Netflix. I'd never seen it. Well, I'd watched one episode and then I kind of watched something else.
Yes. So we finished season 1.
Yeah. And then I've been watching, what have I been watching? Random things. You were obsessed with sharks for a while.
I did like a whole like 2 weeks of just random shark movies, which was lovely. That's all I did for like days, is just put on shark movies. So that was fun.
I've been watching Summer I Turned Pretty. The new season is out. They're releasing a new episode every week. Love is Blind UK is out. So I've been watching that. New episodes come on Wednesdays. And then, that's my junk TV. What else? Oh, Great British Baking Show's coming back. Okay. I'm so excited. So I think it's in a couple weeks. They're going to release episodes on Netflix.
Okay.
Which has been a while since they did new episodes.
Not bad.
And then my summer with the Walter Boys is on Netflix. They're going to be releasing a new season. So I've been watching the first season again. Yeah, because it's been a few years, I think. At least like 2, I want to say. So I'm rewatching to try to just like refresh my memory at where we're at.
I'm trying to think. So I watched several episodes of Blind Spot.
Right.
So far, interesting. I watched the original, like when it was first on like actual TV.
Right.
I watched like the first episode there. I was like, okay, this is interesting, but then I never went back to it.
Right.
So now I'm in episode 3 there.
You're rewatching Criminal Minds.
I did. I restarted Criminal Minds for like the 8th time. I did.
It's more than the 8th, by the
I
way,
know.
just so everyone is aware.
It's probably like actually, I don't even think I want to say that number. How many times I think it is. But I did. I watched the first 2 episodes and it made me so happy.
What was some show released or some movie released on Netflix? And like within days, Netflix released a statement saying that there were users who had already streamed it like dozens of times or something. And I kept falling asleep while I was watching. So I just like go back to the beginning of episodes. And I like read the article and I was like, was I one of those people?
Because you were one of those people. You were the reason.
I restreamed. But like we find movies or shows that we like and then we just rewatch them. It's like I wonder if
we are part of somewhere. We are part of the problem. But also like if I'm gonna knit or do something, I can't be super invested in a new show.
Yeah.
Because then I can't actually absorb it all. It depends on the show. Some of them I can.
Like anything with subtitles, I can't do. Like in another language subtitles because
That's what I started to watch. It
takes more bandwidth of me focusing.
The Bloody Duchess. I watched like the first 3 or 4 episodes of it, and there's like 16. I thought there was like maybe 10, and I was like, oh, I can do 10 episodes of reading subtitles because it's not even dubbed.
Yeah.
It's not dubbed at all. It's just in Russian.
I would assume it's Russian.
Yeah. Russian. Well, I was watching it and Patrick's like, what the heck are you watching? And he's like, is that Ukraine? And I was like, I'm pretty sure it's Russian, but I could be very wrong. So I've watched like 4 episodes of that. It's very interesting. The amount of times I have to pause and rewind a little bit to actually catch what the things are saying kills me. But I started watching Haven too, and I've been watching Grimm and Rain.
Okay.
Because I'm like, I just need something kind of good to watch, something that's easy, not super hard.
I love how you're literally sitting there opening all your streaming channels.
I am opening. Oh, I started Dexter again. I'm on season 2 now.
Jeez Louise.
So I've got Dexter and Criminal Minds going. Apparently I just need to watch more murder. That's what I need.
What else did I... There's something else that I binged.
No idea.
Oh, I don't know how you say it. It's on Apple TV, but I watched... Season 1 is on Prime, like Amazon Prime, and then season 2 is just on Apple TV. So my husband and I talked about we're actually going to turn on our Apple TV today because there's other shows that we want to watch on there. So we're just going to pay for it for a month and just binge through everything we want to watch and then turn it off. But it's the Buchaners or Buccaneers. I think it's Buccaneers. It makes sense.
It's got to be the Buccaneers. Like the Buchaners seems super special.
Well, if it was someone's last name, I could understand that. But it's not a group of sisters, though there are sisters in the show.
Interesting.
It's a group of marriageable age women back in the day who went to London to find husbands to get married to.
Okay.
So they have electricity, but it's like definitely like an older, like they're wearing like the bigger dresses and all those things. So it's quite interesting. One of them becomes a duchess. If that spoils something for you, then I'm so sorry. But it's been out for a few years.
So then that's their own fault.
Right. If you haven't seen it yet, I'm sorry. It's your fault.
It's okay, but you wouldn't ruin like Wednesday season 1 because that just released, or season 2.
Season 2, yeah. Which why do we release half of a season and then we make people wait and release the other half later on?
I don't know, but I could say the same thing for Wicked.
I know.
I'm just saying.
But that comes out the weekend of SoCal Fiber Festival.
So we may or may not be going to a movie in California.
My husband really, so he'll be with us and he really wants to go see it because he's watched the first one. He was really excited. He likes musicals, which is very surprising. If you look at my husband, you would put him in a stereotypical category of like...
Of my husband who does not like musicals.
Likes to rub dirt on his wounds and like, I don't know.
Manly man.
Yeah, and you wouldn't think that he likes musicals, but his favorite musical is My Fair Lady. Or it used to be. And then I've seen, obviously, all of those. And I love them, and I will always go see musicals. But there are very few musicals that he sees, and he's just like, not for me. Like, he did not like Mamma Mia.
Okay.
I took him. That was my birthday weekend. It was in town, and we went. And it was not his cup of tea, which is fine. But surprisingly, he wants to go see The Wives of Henry VIII.
6.
He wants to go see 6 when it comes through again.
So good. I loved that one. I would go see it again.
I think it's because he likes the phrases that they use in the songs.
The wordplay.
Yeah. He really likes that.
It's really good wordplay.
It is. But he also really liked Hamilton. But who didn't like Hamilton?
Also, Hamilton is so long.
Well, you get through the first half, and then you're just like, oh, yeah. Like, we go after the war.
Yeah, we do. We continue on. Fortunately or unfortunately, I don't know how to phrase that. Because I do love the musical. It's just so long.
Yeah. When I had gone a couple years without going to the dentist because my mom was sick and all that. And then I started working in office. And my way of coping with unhappy feelings is to eat a lot of sweets and drink a lot of coffee. So I was drinking coffee all day long. It was very sugary coffee. Was only brushing my teeth once a day some days. It just is what it is. But I wasn't taking care of myself. And then I finally went to the dentist at the beginning of this year, and she's like, okay, you have 7 cavities. So 5 of them were on one side. And so obviously they go in, they do one side, and then they go in and do the other side. So I put on the Hamilton musical soundtrack when she was doing the 5 on the left side. And I got almost halfway through, which was crazy that she did them so fast. But then she had to re-numb me 7 times.
It's the ginger.
It's the
it's the gingery part of your soul somewhere.
So gingers need to have higher doses of anesthetic, but they need lower doses of muscle relaxants and stuff like that because it affects their body more, and that's based off of that chromosome that makes them ginger. Well, not the chromosome that makes them ginger, but they have a specific chromosome mutation
that is common in gingers.
That is very common in gingers. So they burn through certain medications faster, and they're affected more by other medications. I also found out if you have Irish heritage, which, hey, I do, you have that gene as recessive probably, and that's why I burn through the Novocaine. Is it Novocaine? I don't know, whatever it is that they use. I burn through it faster, and she has to use not quite as much as she would if I was redheaded, but still a step up quite a bit. So my lips were blue.
Now, my question is, if Jag has some Irish heritage, does that mean you guys could have a gingy baby?
I don't think so. So that
would be sad.
I think
he's such a cute gingy baby.
I think the odds of it would be extremely low. My husband has brown hair and bright blue eyes. So I have green eyes. My dad has bright blue eyes. My mom has brown eyes. So me thinking through, I think the odds of my baby coming out having blue or green eyes are very high. There is a slight chance of when we have kids, might have brown eyes.
Brown, yeah.
But most babies come out with blue, lighter colored eyes, and then they shift later in life, in childhood. I think it's very low chance that my kid will come out blonde. Even
that's because brown is a more dominant gene.
It is, but the way you look at it, there's a chance that they come out blonde.
Yes.
I keep scratching my nose. I'm so sorry. I've been breaking out like crazy. And my nose is bugging me. But I could have a blonde baby, but I think it's more likely that I'm going to have a child who has brown hair, which is fine. But I'm really hoping for blue or green eyes. That would be gorgeous.
Right? Brown hair.
But I don't think the likelihood of a gingy is very high.
Yeah.
Because no one in any of my families has a red tint to their hair. My brother does grow some red in his beard.
It's that recessive Irish gene.
We know it's somewhere, yeah.
That's
it's lingering somewhere, so maybe, but I think if that happens, that would be like a random DNA. And I say that very jokingly.
Yes.
But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so I went to the dentist and I got that, and now we're looking at braces because I have an overbite.
You do.
And it's starting to affect, like how I chew things and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we're looking at that. We've been watching shows.
I started reading a book on Waco.
A book on Waco, Texas?
Waco as in
Like
Waco.
the Branch Davidians,
Yes.
Texas?
Yes.
Okay.
So I just started that. I'm only like a chapter or two in.
So who inspired this book on Waco?
Oh God.
Like, was it someone in your life who was like, hey, I just read this book, you should read it?
It was one that I picked up and I was like, oh, this seems interesting.
Have you seen the documentaries on it?
I didn't yet because I wanted to.
You're waiting.
It's by David Korish.
That's the head of it.
Yeah.
So
Waco, it goes over kind of the history behind it and what happened.
right.
It also went over like I believe if it's by Jeff Gwynn, who, if I'm remembering correctly, was one of the FBI agents.
Okay.
Or he's an investigative reporter who was there.
Okay.
And he interviewed a bunch of the ATF agents and about the whole setup and where it went wrong, and everything. So it's been very interesting because I was like, okay. But the first couple chapters are just about the Branch Davidians, like how it got started, because it wasn't originally wasn't that.
Yeah.
But from the cult it was beforehand to the new cult, basically.
And then you'll find it interesting because some people called it a cult, some people said it wasn't.
Yeah.
Which is always, I feel like that's an age-old debate. Is it a cult? Is it not a cult? I think it's interesting that you can, like, obviously the buildings aren't there anymore, right? Because fire and all that stuff. But you can, like, Google map it and you can, like, drive up on the road.
Yeah.
You can't drive, I think it's, like, gated off and you can't drive into the area where the actual buildings were and stuff like that, but you can drive up on the road. Jack said if we ever go to Waco, we're going.
You're gonna go visit?
But I'm like, yeah. Also, when I was in Seattle, we went to a couple of museums. They weren't in Seattle. They were like an hour or so away from Seattle. Still near the water. One of them was a ship. Can't remember the name of the ship, but it is a docked ship. It is a museum, and it is the ship that fired the last bullet or something in the Vietnam War.
Interesting.
But it was, we'd gone on a ship that you could tour in Texas when we drove through there, and this one had more floors open on the ship. So you could go down below and see, like, all the bunks.
Interesting.
And, like, the engine room and stuff like that. And that was really cool. I did not go down below because, hey, I trip on normal ground. Also, like, I had concerns with, like, the stairs are really steep and
just sliding down them.
Right, like sliding down them, and then Jack would like grab above and like navigate himself down, and I was like, I don't know if my arms will reach that.
I am not that tall. Just make him walk in front of you so you at least have something to crash into.
Right? So he did all the exploring down below, and his one comment was, it's crazy to see all the bugs. I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, I thought there were like 20 or 30 people on the ship at a time. Like, that's how many took. Like, a naval vessel, a warship, only had 20 or 30 people.
No.
And I was like, I feel like maybe you just assume that based off of TV shows or something.
Right, you only see the same 20 people each time.
Right? Like the Lost Ship or something. And I'm like, oh, I was like, I feel like it's hundreds. And he's like, yeah, you could tell from the beds. And I'm like,
Yes.
But that was fun. And then parking is always fun because my husband has a very big truck. So.
Right. See, that would be the only issue with going to SoCal. Is
Yeah.
the parking with the truck, but that's fine.
Well, we were looking at a different Airbnb.
True. Oh, I meant in general anywhere in like when we go to eat and stuff.
Yeah.
Some of those parkings is a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
She's got a dog that's
I do. I got a dog
loving
that's
against
kind
her. Look, her little tail's wagging.
I
Her tail
know.
doesn't wag. Oh, and one leg is lifted.
I know. You got dirties under you.
Yeah.
But yes. So other like shop news.
We're still working on dyeing
Our new
our
collection.
new collection. Do we want to share what that collection is?
I think maybe we will post the picture and see what people guess.
Okay.
I think that would be more fun. Maybe. But it's coming out. It is
Oh, excuse me.
TV show related
Of course, it's TV show related.
because that's what we do.
It's not a new TV show. We can say that it's no
on-
longer on the air.
Yeah.
But it's a pretty big show. It had a huge following.
Huge fan base.
And if you know anything about my life, you may already know. So you know.
Right? You might know
It's
what
not
it
the
is.
obvious one that people would guess. But so we're dyeing for that. We've got a lot of the colorways already predetermined, so we just need to dye them on full-size skeins and finish out dyeing the mini skeins so that we can post photos.
Done with those guys. What's your excitement?
We updated, so we did a new logo. We
Yes.
talked about it last time, but we updated our social media with it.
So our new logo is out there.
Yeah, we don't have it over here. We have it in
Elsewhere.
the kitchen. But we've been working on re-tagging everything, putting new bands on everything,
New photos.
so we can continue to update our website. We have done a restock recently at Birdhouse Yarns. So if you are in Tucson, Arizona, or even like Sierra Vista or whatever, you want to take a day trip, they have a nice selection of our crown jewels and some of our other like colorways. We're going to be at the SoCal Fiber Festival
In
this
November.
year. Yeah, it's the weekend before Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
I think that's all we have as of right now.
I think that's it.
We're updating our website, so everything will be updated here shortly.
Living your best life.
I know. It's great. Preparing for SoCal, and then preparing what we're planning to do for next year.
Yeah, so we're not going to share what it's about yet, but I think we are getting to a point where we want to do either mystery sock sets or we release it at the beginning of the month and you can order it for that month time period.
Mm-hmm.
So then you I see like the merit of both sides. I like getting a surprise, but I also like kind of knowing what I'm getting, especially if I have certain projects planned out for it. So we were thinking of maybe not every month, but maybe every other month. We'll do some sort of
I'm really distracted by the dog.
sock set. I know, and she's loving it.
I know.
I love how it's like one of her back feet is just like propped up. She's holding it in the air. She's also my dog that like she doesn't want Levins all the time, but when she wants Levins, she makes it known. So she's making it known right now.
Mm-hmm. So just hanging out. It's fine.
But yeah, so we are going to do some sort of sock set every other month next year, and it'll all go with the same theme.
Yes.
And we're hoping maybe colors will kind of coordinate a little bit so that if you wanted to do like one big project, like a shawl, you could. But we'll see how that kind of works out as we start messing around with dyeing those colors.
Mm-hmm. But yes, so we're thinking of
yeah.
doing that, which is going to be great. It's going to be very exciting. And then planning what we're going to be going to next year.
Yep.
Trying to figure out that piece as well, just so we have the next year kind of already planned out and good to go. Because that would be lovely to be a year ahead, kind of.
Yeah.
That's the goal anyway. We'll see how that turns out.
at least with like certain things, especially with like planning like PTO and like dyeing schedules and all that. And then working on like scheduling our time out so that we can be dyeing more consistently throughout the year, because we tend to like we dye a lot in like the summer, early fall,
which
and
is
then, like,
really dumb on our parts. I just have to say,
we do it during the hottest time. We just let it.
We just
can't help it ourselves.
Can't help but be out in 110-degree heat in the garage, where it's also humid because we have the yarn cooking.
Yep.
That is very bad planning on our part. Poor planning on our part. But hopefully this next year we can plan it out so it's more maybe in like the fall and in the winter,
or at least more consistent, so we can dye smaller amounts throughout the year.
Yeah.
This morning I dyed 2 pans of yarn and it was fine because I did it first thing in the morning and good to go.
And you're good to go. Yeah.
So it's usually like the afternoon where it just gets like,
well, because normally when we dye all day.
Yeah.
So we start at like 7:38 and go until 4 or 5.
Yeah.
And do like 8 pans in a day to get everything done and good to go. So a little more planning on our part would be good. So we can do a little bit less of that. Less all day things. Less all dying day things. I don't know how I want to phrase that.
I love how the dogs are just like a distraction of us like petting them tonight.
Right, it's good. And they're quiet today. They're very quiet for the most part.
They're very chill.
So that's good.
But yeah. I think that's all we're kind of working on. I know that there are. What are we doing? Oh no, I was gonna say.
I can't read your mind.
Shocking. So keep an eye out. We're gonna be doing some more social media posts on our new stuff. And then we're scheduled to podcast again in 4 weeks.
I believe so. 4-ish weeks. We will be here again.
Yeah.
Doing the same thing as always.
Keep messing with like the breakouts. You know what's funny is you detox from sugar, right? And you don't do as much sugar in your diet. And then when you have sugar, like your face freaks out.
All the acne and all the breakouts. It's annoying.
And I can tie it directly to,
sugar.
Okay, I had powdered donuts yesterday at my desk, and now I have like these tiny little pimples on my face. I don't know. So I had a bruise right here last week, right? And now I have like this like dark purple one right next to it. And then if you look at like the back of my calves, I think it's this one. I don't know. I had like bruises all over it, and I have no idea why I did.
That's super fun.
I know. I bump into things. Oh, she wants more attention.
Yeah, more attention. Okay.
Goodness. Okay, so we're going to go because we have a little bit more we want to do.
Before the end of the day.
Yep.
And it's lunchtime.
It is lunchtime. Very hungry.
Right.
So we will see you guys next time. If you guys went to Flock and you bought some things, let us know in the comments like what you found, what pretty little things you found. I did not go into every booth. I got there around 12:30, I think, on Saturday, and there was a lot of people. So I had gone literally like around the Explore Knits and Fibers, their booth. I did 4 loops to try to find the space because I kept looking for the color and I would find it on different, but there were so many people and I didn't want to like hold anyone up that I just did like 4 loops through the store to find the base I wanted. I finally found it. At first I thought maybe it sold out, which would have been a tragedy. But there were a lot of people. So like I didn't go into every booth. If there was something that when I walked by on my first go around that caught my eye, then I went in. But I know there were lots of things I missed. I did not go into like the doodle deck booth. I didn't go into a lot of them because there's like a lot of people, and I don't want to like hold anyone up that's specifically looking for something when I am just kind of like perusing really quick. I know that's a weird mentality, but I don't like being in anyone's way or causing chaos or anything like that. So I choose to like to kind of like stay out of the way. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, so if you found anything cute or really interesting, I was trying to look for a lot of linen bases. So if I missed out on a lot of things, or if there are certain dyers that carry a really nice one, please let me know. Even if they didn't go to flock, let me know, because we live in the desert, and
Is lovely.
Right, I am making a really strong effort to make more tops that I can wear through a lot of the year. And part of that is linen or bamboo or any of those like lighter bases.
Yeah.
I'm dying.
So,
Okay.
All right,
But
guys, we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
That's awkward reach to turn it off.